And we are live. Hello everyone, welcome to part 29 of Sonadow Play the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. Joining me as per usual is my lovely girlfriend, IMShadow 007. Say hello, hon.
Hello!
And this is the final part of the main story within Dual Destinies. You've still got the bonus case, but whether that's canon or not is up to you.
Are we ready?
Cross-examining Apollo.
Let's go!
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself! It's very simple. There isn't much to explain. The defendant, Miss Athena Sykes, might not be innocent. What are you talking about? The case from 7 years ago has been settled! I'm not talking about the past here. I'm talking about the present case. It's still not clear who killed Clay Terran.
But Apollo, why would you...
Miss Sykes, please listen quietly to what I have to say. What in the world is Apollo trying to do? Your Honor, please allow me a little of the court's time. But this is a trial for the case from 7 years ago. Miss Blackquill, I'd like to ask a favor of you. Just as you lost someone close to you, I lost someone close to me too. I'm sure you want to know the real truth of what happened as much as I do.
Apollo. Sure, you know I'm all for the truth. Now, let's see you expose the princess's guilt. Judge, I give my permission. Continue with the trial.
Very well. Is that alright with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth? The prosecution has no objections. Let's hear Mr. Justice's testimony. I'll have the police investigation reports brought immediately. Not you too, Edgeworth. I really hope it's because you have something up your sleeve. When does he not? Very well. Your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth. As you wish. Let's review the case of the murder of Mr. Clay Terran. It was made clear in the previous trial that Solomon Starbuck was not his killer. Therefore, the true culprit was someone else. On that day, the culprit waited for the astronauts in boarding lounge 1. When the two men made their escape out of the Space Museum, the killer attacked Mr. Terran with the same type of knife that was used 7 years ago. The murderer then escaped into the Space Museum. Next, Director Yuri Cosmos switched the launch pads. After that, the culprit exited the Space Museum and escaped via boarding lounge 2. Therefore, this trial must make clear who Mr. Terran's true killer was. In other words, we must discover who it was that escaped through the Space Museum that day. Thank you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, is the defense ready? Yes, Your Honor. I'd better rearrange my evidence. Now then, Mr. Justice, your testimony if you please.
Here we go.
I suspected Miss Sykes of the murder of Clay Terran. My growing suspicions were confirmed when this incriminating evidence presented itself. In addition, she's the only one who could have utilized the launchpad switch to escape. That is why I wish to indict Miss Sykes on the charge of murder. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Justice, you realize you're charging your own co-worker with murder, don't you? Yes, Your Honor. Because that is the conclusion my investigation has led me to.
But Apollo, why? How could you suspect me too?
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. I don't get it. Just what did you find out over the past few days to make you think this?
Press on all statements.
Oh, it's one of them. Joy.
Hold it!
What first made you suspicious of Miss Sykes? It all started when Miss Sykes and I were investigating the crime scene. When she saw the weapon that killed Mr. Terran. My bracelet reacted. She said she'd never seen the knife before, but my bracelet told me otherwise. And then, every time after that, my bracelet would react when she talked about the case. Poor Apollo must have been beside himself during that investigation. I didn't know what to do or to think. I couldn't even sleep. In that condition, I knew I wouldn't be any good in court. So I decided to wear an eye patch so I wouldn't be able to perceive any of her tells. So that's why Apollo was acting so strangely. But the reason Miss Sykes unconsciously reacted to the knife that way is because she stabbed her mother's murderer with one identical to it 7 years ago.
Objection!
But that knife was also the murder weapon that was used to kill Clay Terran. My bracelet could have also reacted to her because she knew she was his killer too. I guess he has a point. But my bracelet wasn't the only reason I became suspicious of her.
Hold it!
That's the lighter that was found in the Space Museum with her fingerprints on it, right? But even if it seems decisive, there must be other facts that we don't know about it yet. If that's so, go ahead and prove it then. Look, honestly, I don't want to believe it's true either, but Miss Sykes was the only one who was in the Space Museum at the time of the murder. But Mr. Justice, Miss Sykes had absolutely no motive to kill Mr. Terran.
Objection!
7 years ago, Miss Sykes lived at the Cosmos Space Center. It wouldn't be strange if she had some kind of connection to him. Besides, people sometimes kill for motives we can't even imagine. I know you've seen plenty of cases like that in your own career, Mr. Wright. I still can't believe this. You actually suspect Athena, Apollo.
Hold it!
Isn't it possible that somebody else used that same escape route? I'm afraid not, Mr. Wright. Why not? Recall there's a security camera in boarding lounge 1 aimed at the launch pad door. It's the camera that captured Mr. Terran and Mr. Starbuck. But there's also another security camera in boarding lounge 2. It recorded Mr. Terran's killer, or rather, Miss Sykes coming out of the Space Museum. A camera in boarding lounge 2? First I've heard of it, but it makes sense. Athena said she'd snuck into the Space Museum the night before the incident, and then was overcome and passed out until around noon the next day.
I was out until the noon of the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went into the boarding lounge too.
That must have been where the camera captured her. No, I don't think his ability works just through one eye, Earl. I think he needs, like, both eyes for it.
Yeah, he needs both eyes.
And that's what made Apollo suspect her even more. But wait a minute. In that case, it most likely recorded the true culprit as well.
Objection!
That's a negative on that one too, Mr. Wright. In the footage taken after the incident, Miss Sykes is the only one who appears. What? Why? Order! Order in the court! That can't be! But if it is, then it's incredibly incriminating. Wasn't it you who proved in the previous trial that the way the true culprit... Wasn't it you who proved in the previous trial that the way the true culprit escaped was via the Space Museum after the pads had been switched? A fact you previously proved turned on its ear, leaving your client high and dry. I must say, that is vintage Phoenix Wright. Believing in your client to the end is a basic principle of good defense. Shouldn't you extend that same principle to your own co-worker? You're probably right. Maybe I'm not even fit to be a lawyer. However, I don't care. This case is special to me. Clay was my friend. And that's why I just have to know the truth. Apollo suspected his trusted co-worker of killing his friend. To dispel his doubts, he investigated on his own, but that only led to more doubts. Apollo must have been really struggling with this. Well, Apollo may have doubts, but... I'll say it again. Athena Sykes isn't the murderer. Then I have only one thing to say. Evidence is everything in court. Well, Mr. Wright, think you have the concrete proof to knock down my arguments? Your arguments have been very clear, Mr. Justice, and your facts appear to be indisputable. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think of my theory? It looks like not even you can deny it. Miss Sykes was the only one who used the only possible escape route. Under these circumstances, there could be no other suspect but the defendant. Unless... You think there was an alternative escape route? Is that what you think, Mr. Wright? Is that what you think, Mr. Wright? Is that what you think, Phoenix? Was there an alternate escape route?
Of course!
Yes, of course there must have been. Just don't ask me what. You're just bluffing again, aren't you? Me? Bluff? No way! He knows me too well. It's fine, Mr. Wright. Even a bluff would suit me just fine. As long as you can... clear up this doubt inside me! Wait, so is that what this is all about? I want to believe in Athena. I really do. But what is faith without doubt? That's why I need to question her guilt. So that once the truth finally comes out, I can really, fully trust her.
So that you can really trust me?
It seems your junior partner has just showed us what trials are truly all about. I believe you're right. We prosecutors painstakingly question every detail in pursuit of the defendant, while we lawyers believe in and defend our clients to the end. When both sides go all out against each other, that's when we discover the truth. Precisely. And when the battle is over, we will understand the true meaning of trust. That is exactly what trials are about, wouldn't you agree? Yes, I couldn't ignore the seed of doubt that was growing inside me. So I decided I needed to face it head on. No matter what the truth is that's waiting ahead, I won't be afraid! And so like Apollo, always uber earnest about things like this. Mr. Justice, I vow to dispel every last bit of doubt in your heart. Good. Because I want to believe in Miss Sykes again. You're really hoping there was an alternative route, aren't you, Apollo? But if I use the process of elimination, there really aren't that many possibilities. Director Cosmos was at the southern exit, leaving only the control room and the corridor to the Space Museum. Which door could the culprit have escaped through? Come on, Mr. Wright! Where do you think the culprit escaped to?
The Space Museum corridor.
Take that!
They really only could have escaped to the corridor of the Space Museum. All they had to do was use the unconscious Mr. Starbuck's prince to get through the door.
Objection!
It appears that you're all trying to establish is Miss Sykes' guilt. If the culprit used that route, the only exit would have been to boarding lounge 2. The logical conclusion of your argument is that the killer is none other than the defendant. Oops. I knew it. That's the only way it could be, huh? If the culprit escaped into the corridor that leads to the Space Museum, I guess it's true. The only exit would have been boarding lounge 2. But Miss Sykes was the only person captured by the boarding lounge 2 security camera. I investigated the crime scene thoroughly. But the only place the culprit could have escaped was to the Space Museum corridor. There weren't any other secret corridors or anything. So that leaves us with no other conclusion to draw but that Athena Sykes was the culprit. What could the answer be? Was there really no other escape route? But, hold on a second. What if... Where did those mysterious leaves we saw in the corridor come from? What if they're a clue to the culprit's real escape route? I think it is possible that the culprit escaped into the Space Museum, but then came out using a route other than into boarding lounge 2. Oh. Launchpad 1 and the Space Museum were switched after the bombing, meaning the Space Museum corridor was moving along the rail at the time, which is exactly when an alternate escape route opened up for our culprit. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Judging by the intense look in your eyes, I take it you're serious. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Do tell. Where could the culprit have gone from the museum corridor besides boarding lounge 2?
Present the outside area of the Space Center.
What, this bit?
Wait, present the outside area of the Space Center. I would assume, yeah.
What? Take that!
We found something odd while investigating the museum corridor this afternoon. Namely, a few dead leaves on the floor. Considering where dead leaves come from, they point us to exactly where the culprit escaped to. Yes, I remember seeing some leaves myself. Wait, do you mean... Yep, while the Space Museum was in motion just beyond the corridor's safety door...
Yep.
Was an alternative place that the culprit could use to escape. In other words, the culprit's real escape route was... the area outside the Space Center. You're freaking insane!
Objection!
Do you know how impossible that would be? That corridor is level with the 3rd floor! Even if the culprit tried to leap on the outside wall of the Space Center building, they would fall to their death!
Objection!
Ordinarily, yes. But after the bombing incident, the culprit could make use of a certain item. And what item was it exactly, Mr. Wright? Alright. This is what the culprit used to leap to the outside wall of the main building.
The emergency ladder!
Take that!
An emergency ladder. There was an emergency ladder in the 4th floor robotics lab, and it was used that day after the explosions to help evacuate people. Miss Blackquill herself used that ladder to escape down to ground level. Recall that the launch pads were switched after the ladder was lowered. The corridor would have passed by the ladder while the pads were being switched. And that's when the culprit literally sprang into action. And leapt onto the ladder. What? Who would have imagined? Not me. That just sounds insane.
Yeah.
Order! Order in the court! Well, an alternative escape route seems to have emerged. Which means someone other than Miss Sykes could have been the culprit, right?
Objection!
Making things up on the fly in an attempt to sway the court again, are we, Mr. Wright? Your theory has so many holes it puts Swiss cheese to shame. Alright then, name one. I have here detailed information about the Space Center. According to this, the distance between the museum corridor and the main building during movement is a full 20 feet. 20 feet? You're pulling my leg, right? In addition, the corridor is 3 floors from the ground, or roughly 50 feet. What's more, the culprit would be leaping to a precarious place. An unstable ladder. Human beings feel fear in dangerous situations. It's a basic survival instinct. An ordinary person would certainly hesitate before jumping. Or even freeze in fear and not jump at all.
Objection!
But the culprit just murdered someone. They weren't in an ordinary state of mind.
Objection!
Nevertheless, why would they have taken that kind of risk? They could have waited for the switch to be complete and escaped to boarding lounge 2.
Objection!
Because there was a security camera in boarding lounge 2. A surveillance camera? The culprit knew that they would be recorded if they left the Space Museum that way.
Objection!
In that case, the culprit could have hidden in a museum until things settled down, and then blended in with other people after the museum was opened. That's a good point. But you claim that despite all this, the culprit took a 20-foot death-defying leap. And all in the brief moment the corridor and ladder passed by each other? That's also a good point. They would have needed a running start while the corridor was moving to make that jump. If their timing was off, or if they just couldn't jump far enough, it would have been an instant death. What kind of person would attempt something like that?
Oh, I don't know, a phantom?
Stop bringing up good points, Edgeworth! This true culprit of yours is nothing but a figment of your imagination.
Again, like a phantom!
Why do you always have to point out every flaw? Because it's my job, you nitwit. Mr. Edgeworth's right. That does sound pretty insane. The culprit would have to be someone who feels no fear, like a stuntman.
I'm not repeating myself.
But everyone feels fear on some level, right? Wait a minute.
There we go.
Aha! I've got it this time. I can prove that there is someone who could have used this alternative escape route. Oh, can you now? This proves the possibility of a person who could have used this alternative escape route.
Phantom Sykes profile. The Phantom Psyche's profile.
Take that!
What's that, Mr. Wright? This is a certain person's very interesting psych profile. The subject doesn't experience feelings like normal people do. In other words, this person doesn't feel happiness, sadness, or fear. Doesn't feel fear. Right? You can't be serious! Without the constraint of fear, he could easily do what an ordinary person wouldn't dare. Just as you or I could do a broad jump on the ground without the slightest fear. this subject could make a 20-foot leap, 50 feet up in the air. He could choose this extreme way of escaping without hesitation. So you're saying that a person without to a person without fear, the alternative route would be quicker and eliminate the chance that they'd be spotted? That's definitely pretty extreme, Mr. Wright. But was there such a person there at the scene? Yes. The Phantom, that mysterious shadowy figure who keeps popping up. Oh dear! Phantom. Again? I knew the Phantom was there behind the scenes of the Space Center bombing, but I wasn't sure if he was connected to the murder of Clay Terran as well. However, now it's all clear. The Phantom is the one who not only bombed the Space Center, but also killed Mr. Terran. What?! Order in the court! Order, I say! Mr. Wright, please continue! There was just too many similarities between this case and the one from 7 years ago. But why, you may ask? It can only be because both incidents were the work of the same Phantom. So then this Phantom is the one who killed Clay? But who is he? This Phantom has been haunting this case, pulling the strings in the background. Who could this unidentified international spy be? Right, this escape route must have been a part of the Phantom's plan from the start, as was tricking Director Cosmos into switching the launch pads. The bomb on the second floor was meant to make the elevators and stairs unstable, unusable. That's why he gave advance warning and planted the bombs where he did. Yes, I think you're right. But it doesn't explain this one last thing.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms?
The robotics lab wasn't the only room with an emergency ladder. But he couldn't have made the leap unless he was certain which one it would be. So you mean... the Phantom must be someone who knew the particular ladder was going to be used? That's right. Who could it be? Wait a minute.
So I lowered my emergency ladder, like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
Miss Black who lowered the ladder after being told by the detective leading the... You gotta be kidding me!
There it is.
Oh, I didn't even know that line was coming. Did you figure it out right? Do you know who the Phantom is? Yes, I do. Who is it? Who killed Clay? Our mystery spy, known as the Phantom, is none other than...
Detective Bobby Fulbright. After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you.
What, is that meant to be Cosmos or Fulbright?
That's Fulbright.
It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind.
So I lowered my emergency ladder, like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
His objective was to secure his own escape route. We lowered an emergency ladder from a 4th-floor window and escaped that way. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too and headed to the shelter. This is a detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on the current case. He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he is without emotion.
Take that!
What? Are you saying... You mean the Phantom is... Detective Bobby Fulbright? Exactly. We were all taken in by his fake persona. Detective Fulbright's real identity is the Phantom. Order in the court! But, Mr. Wright, how could this be? That's easy, Your Honor. Detective Fulbright was leading the 4th-floor evacuation effort. Our first clue is that he made no attempt to have any other ladder put to use. The ladder in the robotics lab is the only one he ordered to be lowered. The second is that he directed everybody to the basement shelter via this ladder. Verily, it was all part of his plan to create an escape route. After Detective Fulbright saw to it that the ladder was lowered from the robotics lab, he went to the lounge where he killed Clay Terran and escaped into the Space Museum. The museum started moving, slowly, so he waited for the right time, got a running start, and just as the corridor was passing the ladder, he leaped onto it. I don't believe it. What did he say that? Adulpated detective.
Adulpated.
Did all that? Was it really him? I mean, all this time I thought... Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright. The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase? It's in justice we trust.
Then, his concern for Simon was also just one big act?
I swore to reform Prosecutor Blackpool and make him a valued member of society again. Funny enough, that's actually an error some of the actors for the Ace Attorney anime do. They accidentally say Professor.
Yep.
So I can't just sit by and watch him give in to his emotions and tear the defendant apart. That monster killed Clay? He had me completely fooled! Come to think of it, he's the one who brought that bloodstained lighter to court too! The scumbag even made me turn on Athena! How the hell did I fall for all that? For him to have wormed his way into the police department as well. Your Honor, the defense demands to question Detective Bobby Fulbright. Yes, I agree that we need to hear from him right away. The court will take a short recess, and then Detective Fulbright will take the stand.
I guess you can say, Ty, what the Phantom did is considered an injustice. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. If it wasn't for everything you did, I...
Don't thank me yet. We still have an uphill battle to fight.
You got it, boss.
She's always so chipper.
Apollo?
Well, he looks like he's seen better days.
Yeah.
Well, this is awkward.
Say
Athena,
you're sorry.
can you do me a favor?
Huh? What is it?
Could you... punch me, please?
What? Why should I do that?
Because I should have believed in you. I let the seed of doubt inside me get the best of me. I'm really sorry that I didn't trust... Ow! Well, you asked for it.
Don't be such a dope! I was really touched by what you did.
Huh? Now what are you talking about? I want to believe in Athena. I really do. But what is faith without doubt? That's why I need to question her guilt. So that once the truth finally comes out, I can really, fully trust her.
You took the time and effort to genuinely think about who I am and what I'm made of. After all that, how could I punch a true friend like you, Apollo?
You didn't have any trouble slapping him a second ago. Thanks, Athena. And thanks for waking me up to reality again. They should have added like a red slap mark to his face.
Yeah, they should.
Guess I know now who to call if I ever get sleepy in court.
Simon.
And it looks like you have some promising young people working under you. Oh wait, it's Edgeworth.
Close enough. Same voice.
Not really. Edgeworth.
Even so.
Yeah, I think they're pretty great myself. And they're not afraid to keep me in line. Anyway, I have some very good news. Aura Blackquill has surrendered and the hostages have been set free. Trucy and all the others? Oh, thank goodness! Miss Blackquill said she had something she really needed to do. So I granted her special permission to do what she must. I wonder what it is. After what she just said, I would not be granting her anything.
Yeah, no.
Oh, speaking of, Miss Blackquill.
I didn't come to apologize, if that's what you're thinking. My actions are what allowed me to the truth of what happened 7 years ago to come light. But I did come because I had something to say to all of you.
Miss Aura. She better not be here to complain about something. Miss Blackquill, I want to apologize to you. The fact that you couldn't trust the court system is our fault.
Yes, it's true the courts are filled with incompetent idiots. Still, I suppose I could let you handle the rest of this case for me.
Oh, Miss Aura, does this mean you're starting to trust the system again? Ow!
No, of course not, hunk of junk. Be quiet, hunk of junk. It's just, I wouldn't mind if you were the ones who took Metis' killer down.
Leave it to us. We'll get him. So I guess that means she's starting to trust us, at least. Aura.
Simon, I'm so glad both you and the princess were cleared of all suspicion. And it's all thanks to me and my robots. You better be grateful.
I never imagined you would go that far. Though you always were extreme. But I don't recall ever requesting your help.
As close as ever, I see. Well, now that you've been released, I guess it's my turn to go to live in the slammer. I just hope you're not the prosecutor for my trial. You probably give me the death penalty.
You know me all too well. I guess love can take on a variety of expressions, including stunted in their case. But I truly was about to be executed tomorrow. Though because of you, it looks like I won't be crossing the sticks just yet. You have my heartfelt thanks, Aura. I'm sorry I caused you so much anguish.
Simon. I'm so glad, Simon. So very glad to hear you say that.
Aura.
All right, that's enough of that. Bailiff, take me to the detention center.
What Miss Blackwell did was inexcusable. But it's clear she did it out of love for her brother. Those tears almost look 2D animated.
Yeah. I still can't wrap my mind around Director Fulbright being the Phantom.
I can't believe he killed Clay. Right, and murdered my mentor, which brought great distress upon little Athena. Chief Prosecutor. Yes? I would ask a favor. Would you allow me to stand at the prosecutor's bench for this trial? I wish to claim the Phantom's head by my own hand.
Let's go!
That was my plan all along. After all, it's highly unconventional for a man of my position to stand in court. Sir. The formal paperwork has yet to be filed, but you are hereby conditionally released. Please take the prosecutor's bench in your official capacity and uncover the truth by your own hand. I'm much obliged. The day to part with these has come at last. Chief Prosecutor, could you? Edgeworth just happened to have a key for them.
He's a free man!
How long have I waited? Maybe it's the sense of freedom, but even the air seems fresher, the lights brighter. And I will relish slashing that blackguard Fulbright to shreds without mercy.
Kick his ass, Blackwell!
I don't have to be able to read his heart to see how happy he is.
I'm so glad that I won't cry just yet. After all, we still got a trial to finish.
It's okay to cry, Athena. I promise. Prosecutor Blackwell, Mr. Wright, please avenge Clay's death for me. What are you talking about, Apollo? You're coming to the defense's bench with me. I am?
All three!
Well, I can't expect Athena to assist me now, can I? She's the defendant. That leaves you, Apollo. But are you sure you want me? I took a leave of absence and everything. Well, our office is pretty short-handed, and you're all I've got. Thank you, Mr. Wright.
Apollo.
Athena, I can say it with all my heart now. I believe in your complete innocence. And now we're going to prove it to the world.
Thank you, Apollo. I know you can do it.
So, you won't be needing that eye patch anymore, right?
Right, because I'm fine now.
Now this is the Apollo I know.
Welcome back, Apollo.
Also, Apollo, that counts as your paid leave. Say what? It's almost time for the trial to restart. Though it looks like you have things well in hand. Yep. I should head back to the prosecutor's office.
But why?
I want to look into a few things. Namely, the first people on the scene 7 years ago, the facial data registered by the robot, and Detective Fulbright's background. Sounds great, Edgeworth. Thanks. I expect to be repaid with a victory, right? Now, if you'll excuse me. Okay, you two all set to go? You bet I am!
Let's do this!
This is it, the final battle. The murder of Apollo's friend. The courtroom bombing incident. And the case that ushered in the Dark Age of the Lost 7 years ago. Destiny has called upon us to bring the one responsible for it all to justice today. To take on Detective Full of Shite.
Yes.
Let us now reconvene. Just imagining hunk of junk rolling away in freedom. I'm free, I'm free!
Hey! Whoop, whoop, and then just turns out, dang it!
Or he trips.
Yeah.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Also, it's still freezing! The prosecution has never been more ready. You know, this is the first time we've been at the defense bench together since I debuted. Now that you mention it, although back then I thought you were more loud than you were reliable. You've really come a long way since then, Apollo. You've grown a lot. Well, there have been some hiccups, but I guess I've done pretty well. He's still got that ego of his, though. Prosecutor Blackquill, with the 7-year mistake now resolved, you can finally take your rightful place. Yes. I guess we can keep the chit-chat for later. Bailiff, please bring in the witness immediately. Even with those handcuffs off, Prosecutor Blackquill seems to be pretty much the same. 7 years of grumpiness doesn't go away so easily, I guess.
Right, you. Speak!
Bobby Fulbright here. I heard I was needed on the stand, so here I am. Detective Fulbright, do you know why you have been called to give testimony? Yep, because there's only one reason I'd be called. And that is because it's time for justice. And justice we trust.
Objection!
Drop the act.
You can't fool us with that act anymore. Your justice is nothing but lies. What? Are you questioning the integrity of my sense of justice? I mean, sure, sometimes I make mistakes, but hey. He's acting exactly the same as always. Tell me about it. He must be feeling awfully confident. Fulbright, if you wish to dispel our suspicions, then let's get to your testimony. Alright, fine. You want me to prove my righteousness? I can certainly do that. I am the very embodiment of justice itself. I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments. And this bit about a scapegoat is only a theory. You don't have any proof. What we do have is proof that Athena Sykes is the culprit. This lighter with her prints on it.
Uh-huh.
So you're saying the suspicions against you are completely false? And that the defendant is the real culprit? That's right! Mr. Lawyer's escape route is totally circumstantial. He doesn't have any proof that I made a big leap onto the ladder. We don't have proof. You are correct about that. However, you don't have any proof for your claim either. Yeah, I guess you're right. But you can't define justice with evidence. Who can define it anyway? Justice. Just is! Whatever that means.
Objection!
Get it? Just is justice.
Don't make me break out a dictionary on you. No, please don't throw the book at me.
Hey, you could do worse. Simon could throw his sword.
Good point. Tell me the Phantom didn't just make me set up a stupid pun for him. Let's try not to lose focus, alright? but my justice is crystal clear. But what's not clear are your eyes. Wake up and smell the justice.
Silence!
Yes, sir.
Ooh! Enough of your rubbish, Fulbright. If you have even an ounce of justice, then you will answer the court's questions and prove it. Prosecutor Blackquill? Prosecutor Blackquill looks torn. Well, Fulbright was his partner after all. Prosecutor Blackquill is right. The truth will be revealed in the cross-examination. The suspicions against Detective Fulbright are at this point only suspicions. As is my duty, I will judge the claims against the evidence as impartially as I can. Does anyone have any objections? That's fine, Your Honor. Now ask away, and don't hold back. Well, there don't appear to be any objections. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination.
Press on the second statement.
Hold it!
My arguments are hardly far-fetched. There's careful reasoning behind my theory. Yes, well, apparently there's reasoning behind even a tofu burger. But what we have against Miss Sykes, though, is not just reasoning, but solid evidence. And it's called the lighter, with Miss Sykes' fingerprints on it in the victim's blood. Yes, that's true, but... Oh, wait, Detective Fulbright was the one who brought that evidence to the trial. If you harbor any suspicions, I suggest you ask Fulbright, right, Dono? Especially about that lighter. He's right. What exactly should I ask about?
The number of prints.
So how many prints were found exactly? 3. The thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of a right hand. Your Honor, that's an important statement. Could we please have it? Add it to my testimony? You got it! You beat me to it. Ha ha! Be it investigating or testifying, speed is the key! What,
This is a new statement.
Was Jeremy Clarkson your teacher? 3 prints on the lighter. The thumb, index finger, and the middle fingers of a right hand.
Present Aura's statement.
Objection!
You say the prints were from a right hand, is that correct? That's right. Very clear prints. But that just doesn't add up. Huh? What doesn't add up? According to Miss Blackquill, who saw the culprit herself... Oh.
Yep, it was left hand.
The person held the lighter in their left hand. Oh. So here's the dilemma before us. Why are the prints on the lighter from a right hand instead of a left? You're right! It doesn't make sense, does it? You all now just realized this?
Right?
Your Honor, this lighter can hardly be called incriminating evidence. The witness's claims don't even hold water. Detective Fulbright, I hope you have a good explanation for this. I just can't understand it. They're definitely right-hand prints. But then, why are they inconsistent with Miss Blackwell's statement? I've got it! What have you got, Detective? The mirror! The witness must have seen a reflection of the culprit in the mirror! Go on. Miss Blackwell was looking in through the window of Boarding Lounge 1, wasn't she? I believe so. If you mean the little window in the back and to the right of the room, that's right. And across the room on the opposite wall is a large mirror. I do remember seeing it. So, are you saying... Yes, the culprit Miss Blackwell saw must have been a reflection of that person in the mirror. Ah, I see. In that case, right and left would appear reversed, wouldn't they? Ha ha ha! Now do you see? That's the logic of pure justice.
Objection!
I just say I love voicing this guy.
I know, this is your Johnny Bravo voice.
Not really, it's just a silly, exaggerated voice.
Even so, but like you still give like some of the bit of Johnny Bravo to it.
Hey there, pretty mama. What say we go back to the station and I'll show you some justice?
Demon, be gone!
But your argument is only conjecture. You don't have any proof that what Miss Blackwell saw was a reflection.
Silence!
Seriously? Right, Dono. You'd sooner nick yourself than him like that. Put some muscle into it. Huh? That's right! Besides, the lighter could have been in the left... The lighter couldn't have been in the left hand. And why not? Miss Blackwell said she saw an Earth emblem on the lighter, didn't she? That emblem is only on one side of the lighter. You're right. There is no emblem on the other side. Well, once he let it, he could have just held it the other way.
Right? Exactly.
Exactly! As blank and smooth as the judge's fine scalp. If the culprit had held the lighter in their left hand, wouldn't they have covered the emblem? Uh-oh. What's more, this kind of lighter you flick open with your thumb before lighting. Yeah, a zipper. So if the culprit held it in their left hand with the emblem out and visible, they wouldn't have been able to open it, let alone light it. But if they had held it in their right hand, they could easily open it and light it. This all means that the culprit was definitely holding the lighter in their right hand.
I gotta say, Fulbright, you really live up to your job of being a complete gaslighter.
Come back, my beautiful contradiction! It appears you've planted a flower that bears no fruit. See how it withers before my flower of justice? He's tough. He's managed to discredit almost everything I've proven up to this point. In justice we trust! Now do you see? I'm not this phantom you've been talking about. Actually, you know who'd be another good voice for him?
What?
Rob Paulson doing his Major Glory voice.
Yes!
I mean, are you sure there's really a spy? I bet they're just a figment of your imagination. Oh, it's so sad. So very sad, but I'm afraid Miss Sykes is the culprit.
Hold it!
Yes, Apollo?
Detective Fulbright, I believe you said that the emblem is only on one side of the lighter. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
It's his bracelet!
Of course I'm sure. Why don't you take a look for yourself and see? Do you see an Earth emblem on both sides of the lighter?
Aha!
I knew it. You're lying, Detective. Pardon me? You mean... Yes, my bracelet reacted to a statement about the emblem. He's definitely hiding something big. And I think if we use my talent, we might be able to figure it out. Justice, Dodo. Are you to use that cheat of yours again? Finally calling it what it is. It's not cheating, Prosecutor Blackwell. Very well. Whether I like it or not, I suppose we should use whatever works right now. Go on, then. We have Prosecutor Blackwell's reluctant blessing, apparently. Okay, Apollo, you're up. Here goes, then. Detective Fulbright, could you repeat your last statement one more time? What in the world are you up to? All right, fine. I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully. The Earth emblem is only on the side of the lighter.
Perceive and quickly go over to his left hand. His left hand. Look at his thumb. Ah, there it is! Now!
Gotcha!
Face.
Gotcha, bitch.
Detective Fulbright, you might not be aware of it yourself, but whenever you say the phrase, the Earth emblem, your left thumb moves. In fact, it appears as though you're running it along the edge of your holster. But Mr. Lawyer, I don't have the foggiest notion of what you're talking about. Be that as it may, I know it has something to do with the lighter. Let me explain it. Examine it. But why? You're not making any sense. You just... Silence!
Yeah, shut up.
Be still and do as you're told, Fulbright. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't mind them having a look-see, should you? What? Not you too, Prosecutor Blackquill?
I can actually imagine Blackwell just going, shut up!
Shut up!
Yes!
Or, given he's supposed to be British, shut it!
Yes! Even better!
I'm not sure what this is all about, but if Prosecutor Blackquill insists, there must be something important. I will allow the defense to examine the lighter. Good. Now maybe we'll learn something new. I hope so. Now let's check every inch of this thing.
Examine the Earth emblem.
This one?
Yeah.
So this is the Earth emblem Detective Fulbright was talking about. See anything noteworthy? Huh? Hey, look at this! The emblem's actually some kind of button. Aha!
It's a gun!
Looks like a liberator. If you don't know what a liberator is in the chat, Google it. Wow, it transformed into something. A handle? A trigger? Is this what I think it is? There's no question, it seems. What you have there is a gun. A what? Are you KGB? A gun. So that's it. Your Honor, please recall this morning's trial when Director Cosmos was on the stand. The bullet that hit the oxygen tank was extremely small, maybe a 10 caliber? The little compact gun probably takes bullets of that caliber. It looks like this is the gun that was fired at the scene. I'm flabbergasted! The lighter was a gun? So when Detective Fulbright would touch his holster, that's right, whenever he mentioned the Earth emblem, he must have subconsciously thought about the secret behind the lighter. In other words, he knew it was a gun from the very beginning. A lighter that transforms into a gun seems like a spy gadget to me. It's not the kind of thing that any ordinary person can get their hands on. In fact, I'd say it's strictly in the domain of elite spies. Detective Fulbright, you will explain yourself. There's nothing for me to explain. I didn't know the lighter could transform. I mean, it was found in the Space Museum, and then I brought it straight in. I didn't even have time to check it out.
Objection!
Whenever you mentioned the Earth emblem, you touched your holster. You subconsciously did that because you knew it was a gun. Accuse me all you want, but where is your proof? Do you have any evidence that I knew the lighter was a gun? Not exactly. And whose prints are on it? Miss Sykes' prints. It proves that she's the culprit who fired the gun at the scene.
Well, you're a detective. Maybe you could have tampered with the evidence.
It would appear that the detective is right. Are you guys really trying to prove your client innocent or what? Although it pains me to do this, now that we are where we are, I have to make the following assertions coming from the prosecution's side. The person who fired the gun at Director Cosmos was in the lounge after the incident. And the person Miss Blackwell saw holding the lighter. And the person who murdered Mr. Terran. And the person who bombed the Space Center. Are all the defendant Athena Sykes. The prints on the lighter are decisive proof. No! Now do you see? A man on the side of justice can't possibly be the culprit. And I think this about sums up Miss Sykes' part in the whole affair. The evidence certainly does seem to point to the defendant's guilt. Do you have anything to say, Prosecutor Blackwell? Evidence is everything in court. Therefore, Fulbright's claims stand firm. But... Calm down, Apollo. He's just saying that because he has to as the prosecutor. Mr. Lawyer, our job is to pursue criminals in the name of justice. You shouldn't cast suspicion on people based on something as dubious as a habit. In fact, you have a bad habit of showing up in court with an awful case of bedhead.
Objection!
Says the man who wears sunglasses at night. If it's proof you want, it's proof you'll get. I'll prove that this lighter is not Miss Sykes's, but yours. Sounds like you've hit on something, Apollo. It's just that the prints on the lighter are the basis for accusing Athena. I think we should reconsider the credibility of the evidence itself. You mean, you think this lighter might be forged evidence? That's right. It could all be part of Fulbright's bigger plot. Did he do anything out of the ordinary while I was off on my own? I can definitely think of a few things.
It is indeed. Have a look at this. What's this? A lighter?
Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge.
Ah, yes. I just happen to have compiled the print data of everyone related to this case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift.
Yeah, remember how helpful he was?
If we assume he's been laying a big trap for us all along, there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence. What's wrong with the lighter as a piece of evidence?
The owner of the prints!
Are they really Athena's fingerprints? They definitely matched her print data. But what about the data itself? Detective Fulbright, you were the one who provided us with the lighter and print data. Isn't that correct? Yes. What about it? You say Miss Sykes' prints match the print data. But I have to wonder, was the data you used official?
Mr. Wright, are you suggesting the evidence might have been fabricated?
I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's re-examine the prints. Using the official, sanctioned print data of the people involved in this case.
What? How dare you insult the epitome of justice and integrity? There's no need for such antics.
Silence!
Your Honor, I lend my voice to the defense's request. You must allow the test to be rerun.
Very well then. Ah, it appears that the official data is here.
And the results?
It's just as the defense claims. This proves that the prints on the lighter do not belong to the defendant.
Busted!
Busted. Yes!
The fingerprints actually belong to the victim, Mr. Clay Terran.
Bingo!
Those were Clay's fingerprints on the lighter? Ah, I see. Come to think of it. Wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints?
I personally removed his glove during the investigation. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity after all.
When you took the deceased's fingerprints, you could have easily planted his prints on the lighter with his blood, after which you wiped the blood off his hand. By your own admission, you were also the one who compiled the phony print data. All to put the blame on Miss Sykes. This ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom who was behind everything. You were out to create the impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit.
So does this mean Detective Fulbright really is the Phantom?
Remember the killer's escape route?
No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Nobody but the Phantom, the man with no emotions, could have done it. Detective Fulbright, you were the only one who could have used that escape route. Fulbright, are you really the Phantom? Answer me, or so help me, I will slash you to tiny slivers where you stand! Oh, alright, I'll talk! I confess! I'm not the Phantom.
Silence!
It's all over. Now be a man and admit it already. But I'm not a spy! I'm an undercover investigator. I've actually been after the Phantom myself.
Bullshit!
An undercover investigator? That sounds less than wholesome to me. A person who hides his identity and secretly investigates in order to uncover information. And that's what you really are, Fulbright? That's right. I was working to track down the Phantom, but sadly... Even though I was supposed to catch the spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him.
Cut the crap!
What?
Objection!
You're telling us this now? But if what you say is true, then who was the mystery person Miss Blackwell and Mr. Starbucks saw? It was the Phantom, I tell you. All I did was help him by having that emergency ladder lowered for him.
Objection!
I don't believe you. And how do you explain this fabricated lighter? Cut the crap! That was also one of the Phantom's demands. Being the detective in charge of the case, it was easy for me to fabricate evidence. Pinning the crime on Athena Sykes was just another one of the Phantom's orders. And you expect me to buy that? Fulbright, what was the Phantom's ultimate objective? I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch. Someone who didn't want the launch to happen must have given him the order. Actually, I have to apologize to you too. The Phantom told me to get close to you. He ordered me to get back to the that psych profile you have on him. So he sent a buzzard of his own to tell me this past year, did he? I haven't been a champion of justice. I've just been a pawn of evil. A pawn of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why, I bet even now. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all. With the ceiling blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper's shot in this courtroom. Just 2 seconds ago, Fulbright was treating Athena like a criminal. Does he really think he's going to lie his way out of it now? But on the surface, everything does seem to make sense. This could be bad, Mr. Wright. We can't find a flaw in his logic. He's right. After we've come all this way, we can't let Fulbright wriggle free now.
You can't trust a liar even if they're telling the truth.
There! I finally told the truth! Now I hope you see how foolish it was to think I was the Phantom.
That face.
You're an intelligent man, Prosecutor Blackquill. You believe me, right? I believe you. I don't think you're the Phantom. What? How can you say that, Prosecutor Blackquill? It's obvious he's the Phantom.
Silence!
Silence, you fool. He's playing him. Evidence is everything, right, Dono? And you must admit there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom.
Simon is many things. Stupid isn't one of them.
Nope. Yes. As I recall, the only solid proof we've seen up to this point is the fact that Detective Fulbright fabricated evidence. But... I've known Fulbright here for a year now. And all this time, he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a lie. But Prosecutor Blackquill! This fool truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. He went so out of his way in his efforts for me. He actually became quite a nuisance, really. Prosecutor Blackquill, you believe me?
Please tell me Prosecutor Blackquill hasn't really been taken in by this big phony! However, even if it was against your will, you still acted as the Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that. Throw yourself at my mercy, and don't you ever betray me again. You got that?
Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. Such a bond of trust is so rare and beautiful thing. In any case, it looks like everything has been resolved. I can now hand down a not guilty verdict with confidence. Very good. I'm very glad to hear it. It's all over. Everything's been cleared up, and Miss Sykes will go free as well.
Mr. Wright, we can't let the trial end here. If we do, the Phantom, the man who killed Clay, will get away. I know, but... what do I do? I don't have any proof that Detective Fulbright is the Phantom. Is this it? Is he going to get away just like that?
Now, if you'll excuse me, my next investigation awaits. And with that, I'm off.
Where do you think you're going? Hold it!
Who said that?
Athena. The defense. No, wait. Not the defense. The defendant feels The defendant feels it's not time for a verdict yet, and would like to see this trial to continue.
Wow, you hadn't spoken for so long, your tongue twisted?
Yep.
But I was just about to declare you innocent of all charges.
It just doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Apollo! Think you could scooch over? Here we go!
Apollo's face.
I know.
Athena, what are you doing? Hope we don't get held in contempt of court, which you probably would be in real life.
I have some questions for you, Detective Fulbright. Are you relieved that you are no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Prosecutor Blackwell for what he's done for you?
Of course I am, and I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart.
Athena, where are you going with these questions?
I have yet to hear a single emotion behind any of Detective Fulbright's words, boss. The suspicion against him has been cleared up, but he's not feeling happy at all.
What does that mean?
We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie.
That's it. With your special ability, we just might be able to stop him.
Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by our accusations.
Yes, well, even before all this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow.
If he doesn't get counseling right away, who knows what might happen to him?
Prosecutor Blackwell, can you believe the nonsense the defense is spouting?
Fulbright, I think you'd better have that counseling.
Not you too! You've been making batty remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Such as you're an undercover investigator and your family has been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it.
But I thought you believed me!
Silence!
It was a ruse, you idiot!
Oh, how you amuse me so.
What's going on here?
That was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon.
I knew you would catch on, Athena.
Huh? Mind filling me in here?
Guess we left you in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright?
Poor Phoenix, he's just completely oblivious.
Simon was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright. Because he knew I noticed that there was a lack of emotions like joy or relief in his response. So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart.
What? You two were working together just now?
Come now, Athena. Show us what's inside Fulbright's heart.
You got it. Time to check the instant replay.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Widget, mon ami, let's do this. When I get excited, I tend to stumble words.
Not a thing.
Nope. Not a single thing.
Even with all the over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion at all?
It's just like I thought, and right in line with the Phantom Psych profile. Detective Fulbright, this lack of emotion proves you're the Phantom.
Oh.
What the? What the? Hey, what's going on?
Wait, hold it! What do you think you're doing, Detective?
Me? I'm not doing anything.
He's trying to back into the Mood Matrix program. He's trying to hack into the Mood Matrix program. I can't do anything like this. Yes! Go, Tonka, go!
Fancy device you have there, but I'll tolerate no cheating. Thank you.
And you call my bracelet a cheat?
Sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret arsenal without even thinking. More like as a spy.
Thanks, Prosecutor Blackwell. There. Now you can't hack me anymore. I dare you to try to hide your lack of emotions from us.
Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings. As a matter of fact, you've wounded me very deeply with your accusation.
Cut the crocodile tears. What's going on? All of a sudden, I'm getting an overwhelmingly happy reading.
Huh? But he's literally crying as a river over there. Oops, my mistake. How about this? Ah!
Yikes! Now he's angry all of a sudden.
What's he trying to pull? Like as not, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as it says in Dr. Sykes' profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation.
Oh, I get it. So he has some emotions, right?
Precisely. Which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotions from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he's controlling his emotions. Very good, Prosecutor Blackwell. You are correct. It's the result of my daily training. A very important skill for us undercover investigators, you know. More like for us spies. Seriously. I wonder why he suddenly shows several strong emotions.
Wait a minute. I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions. I sense a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, Detective.
A feeling I'm trying to hide? That's a good one. You're the one who's been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. I'm just trying to show you the range of deep emotions I truly possess.
Then you have no objection to me analyzing you, right?
No, analyze away. But I will state it again. I'm not the Phantom. And be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect, because you're about to see what an undercover agent can really do.
These are new.
Me? The Phantom? No way! Oh, I'm so sad, see? I told you I have emotions! How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a moon rock? I do regret cooperating with the Phantom, of course. But I'm so glad this whole misunderstanding is cleared up now.
Pinpoint the sadness on the third statement.
What the? How am I supposed to pick out what's unnatural from this mess?
I don't know what we can do with this either.
This must be his defenses against your ability.
So you think this is what he meant by what he's really capable of?
I'd hate to know what's going on inside that guy's head. Well, we know he's hiding something, and that he feels threatened by Athena. Being only human, his true feelings, and emotion, he can't completely conceal. Must be hidden somewhere in his testimony.
The sadness. Pinpoint the sadness on the third statement.
Maybe this?
No, not that one. No, his third, the third statement. Go back.
Relax.
No, you went to the second statement.
Got it!
There we go.
I found it. I found the one emotion you're truly feeling. What? Hidden in the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock, you felt a fear that wouldn't fade.
Fear, huh?
A fear that a man with hardly any emotions feels, huh?
And it was a response to that moon rock.
Detective Fulbright, I presume you feel fear concerning the moon rock because...
Your identity will be revealed.
Of course, that's it! Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity.
I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why, I bet even now. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all.
Detective Fulbright, I think I know why you would feel afraid. You're afraid that the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity. If his identity were revealed, he would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid.
Me? Afraid? Don't know what you're talking about.
So, there really is something about the moon rock that would reveal his identity?
Apparently so. Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock, but more like he had to take it with him, because there was something on it that would reveal his true identity.
Hold it!
Get back here.
Where do you think you're going? More to the point, what the hell is he attaching to?
Yeah, there's no roof.
Me? I'm not going anywhere.
Is it just me, or was he going to use that weird watch thing to try and get away? Come many more of those toys does he have? And where can I get myself some?
Go Gadget watch.
Detective Fulbright, you'll answer honestly to this court right now.
Why do you feel fear in connection with the moon rock?
In justice, we trust, not emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything.
I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid?
Don't make me laugh.
Hey, Jesus!
Fucking hell.
And what was that just now?
But all human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing a case from the psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth.
It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts at analysis serve no purpose. And now, in this dark age of the law, nobody would believe your claim that it's effective. In an era when evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon rock anyway?
Well, I admit I don't have any conventional proof, but I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits.
Oh, really? Then why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours? Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery.
All I hear is distrust.
As you can see, the people are on my side. Because all they see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine.
But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people.
Uh-oh, he's got Athena doubting herself.
Miss Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed new life into the courtroom. It has freed the hearts of many witnesses and has been the key in getting to the truth. What nonsense. Your Honor, the defense's claim is a false one. I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to the moon rock. I see. Very well. I will give the opinion of this court. In a trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidence is.
But, Your Honor...
There, you see? Nobody believes you and your trumped-up charges. However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analyses can contribute to making the truth clear.
Thank you, Judge.
I have seen her do this firsthand several times already. Surely you jest.
So does this mean you will accept my findings in this trial, Your Honor?
Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regard to the moon rock. That is this court's opinion on this matter.
And that's a win for me. No, a win for analytical psychology. Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell this court the reason for your fear.
Analytical psychology? My fears? Fine! I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can be considered evidence.
The final testimony, let's go!
I felt fear when I thought the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of this moon rock? None at all! So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice! And there you have it. Now do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock? Sure, you sound convincing enough. But so does any 2-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence. Nice one.
Ooh.
The phantom is like the mist. No flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut it, right, Dono? With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us, let us send this miserable phantom fellow to the other world together. You and I, Prosecutor Blackquill. We have a duty to bring the phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts. Indeed, by covering for Athena, I allowed the phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction. I bear part of the responsibility as well, for being suspected of forging evidence and losing my attorney's badge as a result. The two of us and the phantom were there at the beginning of the dark age of the law. Then it's also our burden to cut away the foul spectre we created, is it not? Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people. Trust, understanding, fragile ideals of the masses who are controlled by emotion. Humans can't truly trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing.
Objection!
Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust is to be found. You're free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you and your lies, always.
Present the utility knife from the third statement.
Objection!
Detective Fulbright, I assume you know what this is? Of course! That's the knife the Phantom used to kill Clay Terran. That's right. And the exact same type of knife Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand. Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall.
He dodged at first, so I only got his clothes. But I tried again.
And this time you got him, didn't you?
I did. I remember it clearly now. The knife went into the back of his hand.
Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got on the moon rock. And he was afraid that if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. That explains why the Phantom had to remove the moon rock from the crime scene. Also, if he was stabbed in the hand, wouldn't he have a scar?
Yeah, he would.
You mean if we
Maybe
ran...
that explains why he's wearing gloves.
You mean if we ran the analysis now, we'd know who the Phantom is? Yes, I suppose so. But unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing. That may be so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened to it in great detail. You can? Of course. Not. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me. Sheesh. What this court needs is a bully-free zone. Ah, the infamous sword of the beguiling bluff. Its edge is without compare. Come now, ready it with me, and show us just how finely it cuts. Your Honor, this is an outrage! Oh, I mean, this is an outrage!
Gantaka!
Go on, right, Dono. Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. Now, the culprit supposedly removed the moon rock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen. Oh, you're right! But here's something to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime?
Good thinking, boss. Security was super tight at the Space Center back then.
All that in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days. All personnel effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints.
Does this mean that the moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center?
In the name of justice, I proclaim that's impossible.
And why is that?
The Space Center was searched from top to bottom, and essentially the lab, but the moon rock was never found.
Ah! How can I forget about that?
A sad but true fact. We still haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moon rock vanish into the ether.
There's no way it just disappeared. Logic and evidence tells us otherwise. The Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. Although in a series where you summon spirits, a rock disappearing, that doesn't seem too far-fetched.
Yeah.
Yet a thorough police search didn't turn up anything. It never turned up in the 7 years after that either. The Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. Think, Phoenix, think! How did the moon rock vanish from the robotics lab?
So, can you or can you not show what happened to the moon rock, Mr. Wright?
Yes, I can. Your Honor.
What?
Oops, sorry, I mean...
What? In that case, let's have your answer, Mr. Wright. How did the Phantom make the moon rock disappear from the crime scene?
The Hope Capsule.
Take that!
That's the Hope Capsule, right? The one that went up with the Hat 1 rocket?
He couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. So there was only one safe place to stash it. The Hope Capsule that was there in the lab that day.
Yes. And the team must have loaded it onto the Hope space probe eventually. But if that's what happened, then the moon rock would have been launched up into space along with the rocket. Preposterous! It would mean that for these past 7 years, the moon rock was...
Exactly. The Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how.
Yep.
It was out there in the depths of space. Aboard the Hope space probe. What?
What?
Order in the court! I understand now. The Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the Hat 1 anyway. The villain, he used his primary objective to conveniently kill two birds with one stone.
That's right. He planned for the moon rock to be turned into cosmic dust out in space, thereby destroying the one piece of evidence that could reveal his true identity. But Mr. Starbuck and the others foiled the Phantom's plot. The Hope space probe sailed off safely on its mission and returned 7 years later, with the capsule in tow. If we analyze the blood on the moon rock, it should make one thing crystal clear. That you were the Phantom all along, Detective Fulbright. So he killed Clay just so he could get the moon rock back? I believe so. His original assignment may have been just to sabotage the Hat too, but at the same time, he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crime 7 years ago. That's why he went into the boarding lounge and attacked Clay as he made his escape out of the rocket with the capsule. But in the end, it was all he could do just to escape himself, so he didn't get the capsule. Clay must have done everything he could to stop Fulbright. He probably hung on to that capsule for all he was worth until his very last breath.
He's losing it.
Oh, this is so funny. You make me laugh. You really do.
Boy, he's totally out of whack now.
You make it sound like he was ever in whack.
Right?
It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit it all now?
There's nothing to admit. I'm Bobby Fulbright, undercover investigator, I tell you. I'm not the Phantom. The blood on the rock is just another one of his schemes. A trap.
Now I'm not sure what to think. I suppose if the Phantom is a spy worth his salt, a trap is not out of the question.
Objection!
But in that case, you could say anything is a trap.
That's what makes a trap a trap. I've been framed into taking the blame for the Phantom. Your Honor, I believe further investigation is in order.
Silence!
Further investigation? More like plotting your escape. But no more. I will bring you to justice myself if I must. Here and now.
I guess it's time to show you just what I'm really capable of. Die, Simon Blackwell!
Hey, you guys aren't really...
Edgeworth.
Hold it. His jacket's clipping through the... Oh wait, that's just a chunk in the desk. It looks like I made it just in time. Edgeworth! I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts. Did you find something out about the Phantom's true identity? You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All three, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in the robot's recognition systems. But none of them looked the least bit like Detective Fulbright.
Oh.
That's not good. But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright, Prosecutor Blackwell, you'd best brace yourselves. Uh-oh. The man you see there before you, Bobby Fulbright, is already long dead.
Oh.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? An unidentified body was found a year ago. Has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints. Then does this mean... Yes. That man there is an imposter, pretending to be Bobby Fulbright.
An imposter? This man... Who in the world is he?
Enough of this trickery. If you will not reveal yourself to us, then I shall do it for you.
What the... His face!
Aw, look what you did to my mask.
Mask? What's the meaning of this witness?
Okay, you got me. I guess I have to show you who I really am now.
What?
Wait, but that's... Hey, Apollo. Yep, it's me, Solomon Starbuck. Mr. Starbuck, but that can't be right. You can't really be the Phantom, can you?
Silence!
Of course not. The real Starbuck was aboard the Hat 1, which was set to be destroyed. Yeah, this is just another mask. I mean, didn't I tell you? I'm an undercover investigator. I can change identities at will.
I can be anyone I want.
Objection! Not so fast. I have the Phantom Psych profile right here. If we compile a Psych profile on you and compare the results, it will prove that you're the Phantom.
Objection.
Again?
It's time for me to show you the real meaning of the phrase, the end justifies the means.
That voice.
The end
Those
justifies
words.
the means?
No!
Hello there. I cannot accept such evidence here, Miss Sykes.
Professor Beans? Smask?
I'll take what I want by any means necessary. Now give me that evidence. Yoink.
Give it back, huh? Give that back!
Time to take out the trash. Permanently.
Phew!
Now, do you see now how powerful the end justifies the means can be?
Silence!
How pathetic. You can't even speak without wearing another man's face. But that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face has no meaning or value to me at all. Or perhaps it's really the case that you don't even know who you are anymore. What must you see? What must you see when you look in a mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I'd wager. Well, aren't you just the master of psychology, Black Quill? That's right. I don't know who I am. I'm always living as someone else for my assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. My face, memories, personality, beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind. I have no self. I am no one. I am nothing but an endless abyss. What's with this guy? Is he even still human? And now we resume with your lesson, Professor Wright. Huh? I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom. I believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule. Too bad I'm not voicing Means after he broke down.
No.
Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright, your claims of a phantom trap won't work anymore. Then why don't you bring this moon rock in? This decisive evidence from the Hope capsule? I think I'll do just that. Get ready, because the Hope capsule is about to seal your... Fuck? It was the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence, and was blown to smithereens. It looks like you're finally caught on. Full marks for the defense for effort. But what a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion. So that's the reason this courtroom was blown up. It was all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence. Can't believe it. Have we really reached a dead end after coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed? How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm just a nameless undercover agent.
Objection!
And the defense will continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof. Or at least a prayer. I'm afraid that won't do, Mr. Wright. At least put some weight behind your swing, right, Dodo? I know, I'm trying.
only one thing that can unmask this menace. The moon rock. It was blown to bits in the courtroom bombing. And yet, is it really gone without a trace? What if some tiny part, some little fragment still exists?
Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too.
That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture?
Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's see your proof. What evidence will finally prove the Phantom's identity?
The phony Fanty bomb.
Ah, yes, this thing from all the way in case 1.
Yep.
Take that!
Isn't that the bomb that blew up in the courtroom? And the moon rock along with it? Are you saying this will reveal the Phantom's identity?
Yes, Your Honor. Focus your attention on the photo taken after the bombing. Specifically, right here.
The yellow and black rock fragment on the 7,000K. 7K, see?
Reminds me of the pain.
Take that!
Yeah.
Please take a look at this newspaper article.
The article about the Hat 1?
Good job, Jarl. He caught on.
Now please note the strange black and yellow rock there on the left. That's the moon rock, and when we look at this photo of the bomb fragments, see how there's a rock-like object with the same coloration?
Well, yes, I see it.
It would seem that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. If we take a look at all the fragments that the police found, we'll likely find one with the blood. And DNA testing on that blood will prove that this witness is indeed the Phantom.
Unbelievable.
But that's impossible.
A surprise to be sure. That's one bloody tough rock. Let us have the fragments tested straight away. Oh, and you'll be having a DNA test too, Fulbright. Bailiff, contact the police department immediately and order the testing. Prosecutor Blackwell, what do the test results show?
There was a rock fragment that had blood on it that appeared to be several years old. DNA testing revealed... Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed.
They confirmed it was the witness's blood, didn't they?
There's no use in trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it! You are the Phantom!
Objection!
Huh? Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself? No, I didn't say a word. That was my objection, Apollo. Huh?
What? Oh, you motherfucker!
Why? It was a pretty good objection, too. Don't you think? Was he gonna knock Phoenix out and take his clothes? Now he's me?
God.
So, do you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, no, not really, Your Honor.
No, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean the witness, Mr. Wright.
Did this trial get any more insane? Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph, and those just like it. How can you be sure they're pieces of the same moon rock that was in the robotics lab? Care to explain what you mean? Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that had my blood on it. And how do you know they're not just rocks? You can't prove that they're the moon rock, right?
Objection!
Don't be absurd! Just compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper article. Anybody can see they're the same. They have the exact same coloration.
Objection!
This is weird.
But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom. It's highly unlikely that a rock with such a unique appearance just happened to be here. But you can't deny it's a possibility.
Objection!
but your blood was found on one of the fragments. Apollo, there's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock. And why not? I know it sounds like an excuse, but... Several years ago, I tripped and fell in this very courtroom, and was hurt pretty badly. Maybe that's how my blood found its way onto a piece of rubble. Even he must realize how ridiculous that sounds.
And yet I suppose it's not completely out of the question.
I see you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. I thought that the worst of times are when a lawyer's supposed to force their biggest smiles.
You're the last person I want to hear that from.
Well, then why don't we get those fragments analyzed? We could ask an expert to verify if they were from the moon rock in the robotics lab or not.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible.
And why not?
In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they are from, you need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with. But that moon rock doesn't exist anymore, and there's no sample data left either. So you see, short of going back in time, there's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from the moon rock.
Oh!
No!
There's really no way to prove it?
Are you finally ready to throw in the towel?
Objection!
So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh?
He
That's
knows.
right. It was such a valuable rock, too. A shame, really. But it's I like the name Phoenix?
Yeah.
But it's lost to us forever.
He's wrong. It's not completely lost.
There's another piece of it, right here by our side. A shining fragment of hope that can turn everything around. The final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care.
We do?
We do, even if the person holding it hasn't realized it yet. Is this true, Mr. Wright? Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing as usual. I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. Try me. This piece of evidence shows the original moon rock isn't completely lost as this.
Athena's moon rock earring! Just about the only things my mother left me were Widget. And this earring. Maybe she did love me in her own way.
Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left you with a very important piece of evidence.
She did?
You're bluffing. You don't have anything of the kind. Oh, but we do. Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own.
Yeah! You mean?
Exactly. A gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter. An item Athena has cherished and worn all these years. As distant as Dr. Sykes may have seemed to her daughter, that fragment of her love will shake off the darkness of the past and give us all hope for the future. This is the defense's sample of the moon rock.
Take that!
That's your sample? This earring that Miss Sykes always wears was made from the original moon rock. What? All this time? It was there all along? No. It can't be. If the composition of the bond fragments and the earring are found to be a match, it will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt the origin of the fragment in this photo. And since the test results showed us that the blood in the fragment was yours, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide! I may not have Athena's ears, but now, even I can hear the fear in your voice. Fear? I don't feel fear. I left all my emotions behind years ago.
Objection! Every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust.
And I suppose you do?
I didn't have anybody to support me at first, either. I couldn't face the fear inside me. Couldn't get over the trauma of my past.
Like I said, I don't feel fear.
Objection!
Then you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I feel like I would collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. And I knew I could trust Mr. Wright to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation. Running away from myself? How can I run away from myself? When there's nothing inside. Nothing at all.
Objection!
I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you to understand. But people have emotions. It's just a fact of life. And so, people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another. So they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their bleakest. Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears?
Oh.
The fear inside of me? Is this... No. Ah!
He's breaking down!
Ooh, God, that's
There he
creepy.
is!
I'm afraid. I'm scared. I feel fear.
You cannot run yourself!
Remove that mask and unleash your emotions. Confront your guilt head on. With your own true face.
True face!
God, that looks creepy. My own true face? No! Please don't! I know you're here. Where are you? See? I haven't revealed anything yet. Just... My own true face? I don't have one! My face! My face! Is this my face? Is it? No, that's not it! No! This isn't me either! Ah! Is this me? Which one is my face?
What am I? Who am I?
Ah! Ah! Sniper attack in this very courtroom. It chills me to my bones.
And Simon Blackwell foreshadowed it.
But the police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as we speak. Prosecutor Blackwell, how is Detective Fulbright, his imposter, doing? He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. He appeared to be in no danger of dying. Well, that was fortunate for all of us. The analysis of the final piece of evidence Right Dono submitted is in. The composition of Miss Sykes' earring and the fragment with the blood on it match. We can now be certain that it's the fragment of the moon rock in question. The murders and the bombing at the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4, and all his other crimes, as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about, after all. Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end. But before I do, will the defendant please return to her proper place?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, this court finds the defendant, Athena Sykes, not guilty.
Finally!
Court is adjourned.
Thank God.
And we've just demonstrated why this is my favorite of all the Ace Attorney games.
Mine too, actually. Sorry, trials and tribulations, you've been dethroned! Congratulations, Mr. Nick!
Thank you, Pearls. And thank you for being there for Athena.
It's the least I can do. But Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Daddy! I'm so glad to see you.
Trucy, are you alright? Are you hurt?
I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up.
That are Trucy for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe. Right. I fear I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Edgeworth. We never would have caught him if it weren't for all of you. Oh, come on, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? You're the ones who've been tracking the Phantom all this time. Plus, you're the one who gave Blackwell permission to serve as prosecutor, right? Yes, well... We knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. Well, we never would have won this trial without you. It was your help as chief prosecutor that was the key to a successful conclusion. Besides, it was you that saw that it was you that saw too that I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? So you figured it out, didn't you? Yeah, getting my license back went just a little too smoothly, you know? It should have been much harder after all that evidence forging scandal. Well, I owed you a few favors. Hey Edgeworth, think we can finally bring the Dark Age of the Law to an end? Even the darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell's been cleared of all charges, a great deal of mistrust towards the court system should have been swept away. You know, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill you. Instead, the furrows in that brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper. So I should smile more, huh? I think I'll think about it.
Ah, the complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals.
I'm forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble, even taking the bar exam while you were overseas.
Well, I knew that if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. I'm so glad I made it in time. Just barely, but I still made it.
Not a girl, Athena. It's good to see you finally let your tears out.
The only time a lawyer to cry is when it's all over.
Yes. I survived by the skin of my teeth, thanks to you.
Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that.
It was never my intention to just throw my life away. But some things in this world are more important than your own life.
Like what?
My honor-bound duty to protect with my life. My mentor's most beloved treasure.
Huh?
That's some loyalty. This guy really is a samurai through and through. Well, it looks like we can breathe easy now. Apollo, Athena, thank you both. It took all of us together to pull it off.
You bet, boss. What a team we are, huh?
It was definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen. I'm a lucky guy. My office has been the best, most capable. My office has the best, most capable lawyers around. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'm going to work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. Let's hear it for the Wright Anything Agency.
Well, nobody's gonna try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free thanks to Mr. Wright. But there's so many more people out there who need our help.
You're right. And I'll be needing you both to help them. We still have a long way to go. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there suffering under false charges who need defending. We got a lot of work ahead of us, if we ever hope to fully bring the Dark Age of the Law to a close.
Hey, I know one thing we have to do. We have to celebrate with a bowl of piping hot noodles.
Huh? Nothing like a bowl of Eldoon's noodles after a trial, all on Mr. Wright's tab. That's how it works at the Wright Anything Agency, right, Mr. Wright? Huh? As a boss, it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work. In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles. Huh?
I have an idea, Daddy. Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case? The more the merrier, right? Oh, Mr. Nick, look how far you've come. Who knew you grew to be such a generous gentleman?
Guys, under these circumstances, there's only one thing I can say. Only if I get to join in.
Hey, no fair! I want to say it too!
Okay, here we go.
Objection!
Objection! I was trying to think of something nice I could do for Polly now that he's back. So I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him to do. Find a lost cat, install air conditioner, give a computer lesson, find a lost item. You think I should have found them in Lego cases? Nah, that's okay. This is the Wright Anything Agency after all. Tina and Paul were so wonderful in court. I better study as much as I can if I wanted to be a judge someday. My grandma says, eat lots of peppers and it'll ignite your passion. Oh, but I should figure out which to grow, green peppers or yellow peppers. Or maybe I should go with hot as the sun red peppers instead.
The end of the Dark Age of the Law, you say? How naive.
Don't you know it's sometimes necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means possible? What? They're putting me under investigation? The chief prosecutor wants to see me? Oh!
Man, you're a pain in the ass, Pain.
I've been asked to debut the great masked wrestler Ted Mataru.
He's scheduled to go up against the Amazing Nine Tails next week, though.
Oh, what to do? The fight to the finish with myself?
Why don't you go ask Mr. Demon Lawyer to be the Amazing Nine Tails, too?
It's not a bad idea. I bet I'd be all for it. So are we to meet as foes, are we, my little friend? Wish these bits would go a bit slower.
I know.
Would you believe it? I'm Alderman of Nine Tails Vale now. Pretty impressive, eh? I took after Rex Cuby for the good of my beloved village. What do you say? Would you like to make a little donation to help us out? Hey, you! What do you think you're doing sneaking into the manor? Ah! Jig's up! Better make a run for it!
I thought I wanted to be an artist, but after seeing the amazing job Athena did, I started becoming a genuinely interested in law, so now I'm studying for the bar exam. I'm gonna prosecute Athena someday. U-S-E-E.
I'm studying my buns off too, but that's not for the bar exam. I'm going to pass the Themis entrance exam on my own merit. With a score of 100 points, of course.
Hugh, Jennifer, of course the dream will live on forever!
She's definitely got split personality disorder.
Yep. I found really sweet boxes for all three of them, but they won't wear them. Is it because they want to be a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or a judge? But anyway, thanks to the trial, the school newspaper's future's bright as can be. Now, let's see what the fresh blood has to say in the new school paper. Our editor cried so hard at graduation rehearsal, her cardboard box got soggy.
Don't think it could be a snake?
I know.
The one night only reunion concert? I still remember that evening of passion. The president of the student council sang like no high school student I've ever heard. When she's a judge in her own court someday, I'd love to have a jam session with her. It'd be the coolest trial ever, yeah. I can already hear it now.
I give this place a good clean from top to bottom, but it's already a mess again. I guess the only thing I can do now is clean up the attitudes of the people in this office. With Mystic Maya due to come to her once her training is over, it simply must be done.
Humanity's dreams for outer space will never die. In fact, planning the HAT-3 rocket has been already officially begun. Look upon me, people of this great nation, and witness the glory of Yuri Cosmos. What do you... Oh, Director! Yes, yes. Rocket preparations are fully complete. Yes. You can just leave everything to me. Assistant Director Yuri Cosmos.
To the moon in the new rocket. If Athena and Mommy made us to the moon, I would love to show them around. But which is more interesting, Montes Perius or the Mare Tranquilitas? You think they would like either one? Yay! Hooray!
I wonder how Miss Aura is doing. I'd rather be near Miss Aura than on the moon. Oh, Miss Aura, I just want you to use me again like you used to. That robot's got issues.
Yep.
Ready for launch? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! I'm going to the moon for real this time. For me and for Clay, thanks to my lawyers. I now know I should never give up. But I'm worried. You can't breathe in space. In fact, it's cold as hell. Oh man, now I'm getting really nervous. Ugh. No, I'm not employed here. I simply came to request their services in defense of my sister. But no one's around. I've been kept waiting for a long time. What sort of case brings you here? Oh, you're father was accused and you wish for Athena to defend him? And perhaps he and I shall meet in a courtroom in the near future. I look forward to your next month's salary assessment.
Please forgive me!
Blackwell's acquittal has brought all manner of ills to the prosecutor's office to light. It would seem solving that case has thawed the chill of winter and the warmth of spring. Now I owe Wright yet another debt of gratitude. But I'll repay him one day. You can trust in that. I'm pretty sure that's it. There's no more clips. Oh wait, no, there'll be a finale clip.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one cutscene left.
Can I skip the credits?
Oh my god, that final case though!
I know, right? Christ.
But yeah, as I said before, this game has dethroned Trials and Tribulations, my favorite Ace Attorney game.
Yep.
Because this game got an M rating while every other game got a T.
Yep, and it shows.
And it was earned.
For Christ's sake, it literally ended with the dude getting sniped.
I know.
I'm gonna assume you got hit in the shoulder or something.
Yeah, it's like, somehow you survived. Ding!
Well, a sniper shot could be non-lethal. I'm gonna guess it was like in the shoulder or something.
Probably.
Or maybe the leg.
But by God, the Phantom's breakdown though.
Yeah, that was pretty insane.
Yeah.
Either a really shitty sniper or he did that on purpose to warn him.
Possibly.
Because he was right, he hadn't revealed anything. So
yeah,
that was a warning shot.
Yeah. And to this day, who the Phantom really is, we'll never know.
Dismissal?
Just go, Apollo and Clay!
To infinity and beyond!
And beyond! This case was so good!
Tell me about it. Yeah, he either missed a shot due to the Phantom missing so much, or he intentionally did a non-lethal shot.
Yeah, as a way of saying, hey, keep your mouth shut.
I mean, it could have been a sniper rifle that fired tranquilizer darts instead.
True.
Do you hear me, Phantom?
Oh God!
I am the end.
He's gonna kill them all because he's Bobby Phantom. He's gonna kill them all because he's Bobby Phantom. It's Bobby Phantom.
Yeah, that's probably what Klonko was thinking. Please abuse me more, Miss Sora. Again, that robot has got issues.
I love that pose.
Yeah.
Love that shot. And of course, we had to say it at the same time.
Yep.
Final cutscene. Here we go.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be
T-minus
fine.
15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
You'll be fine. Just believe in yourself.
The moon's closer than you think!
Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
All right!
Through the years, I've seen as much joy as heartache, honesty as deceit. But just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pool of his fears and despair, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up toward a brighter tomorrow.
We did it!
And
And
Jesus.
oh my god.
Well, we're not completely done with Dual Destinies yet.
Nope, because we got the DLC case.
Yep, the DLC case, which is, again, whether you consider it canon or not is up to you. But
But after this case, we could use a very funny, light-hearted case as a pick-me-up.
yeah, no kidding. Then finally we can move on to this.
Yep.
The sixth
Go ahead.
the sixth and so far final game of the series.
Yes.
Oh man, my voice. On a
Yeah,
scale
we
of
could
one
use
to
a break.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how sore is your throats? Yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Especially that bit where near the end where I had to keep switching the voices for the Phantom.
I know, right?
Though again, I'm a bit sad I didn't get to voice Professor Means again after he broke down, because that was fun.
Yeah.
Yes, even though Bobby Fulbright, quote unquote, was a villain, I fucking loved voicing that guy. He was such a ham.
Though, at least you can almost somewhat rest easy, because in Spirit of Justice, there's quite a lot of female characters.
Yeah, so instead of my throat getting ripped to shreds, it's gonna be hers.
Oh, come on!
Hey, turnabout's fair play, no pun intended.
Use that against me!
Eh. Oh, right, yeah, we've got one more case to deal in this game, then we can finally move on to the last game, and then for a little while we'll be done with Ace Attorney.
Yes.
Okay, anything to say before we step off?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, folks, thanks for tuning in, and tune in next week for more Grand Theft Auto 4. See you then!
Bye-bye!